Hello everyone! Yesterday we had the Brawl Talk coming out. There's so much new stuff in the game, but first of all, we want to talk about the hypercharges. Today, I will give you a ranking from top 12 to the top 1 of the new best hypercharges. In my opinion, we'll talk a little about them, and then there will be another hypercharge ranking video with all hypercharges when the new ones are in the shop. This is, the first prediction, so don't forget to subscribe and let's go. By the way, guys, we almost hit 100,000 Discord members on my Discord. Would be a dream to actually make this come true. So if you also care about more about me behind the videos, then I would really appreciate it if you join the Discord server. It's quite active. You can chat with the community there. Link is in the description. So let's start with number 12, and in my opinion, that is Carl. Yeah, he got the worst hypercharge here, I think, in the update. So the first problem I have with his hypercharge is, it could be a star power. That is already a bad sign. Or, I think even his gadget has more value than his hypercharge. And this is not how it should be. I mean, take a look at Morris hypercharge. How much more you can do with that. So also, the flames on the ground are not even burning your opponent. You don't even get burning damage. I don't know why Carl gets such a bad hypercharge. Like, they could have, increased his speed, for example, just like the mutation. Everyone loved mutation, so I think that would have been a good addition to the game. Anyway, so basically, Carl probably will not be meta anymore. I mean, a hypercharge makes a brawler only better, but I'm not sure if he will be considered now anymore. Used to be in the meta, he was like a good pick against, Penny, for example, or against brawlers with the splash damage. Problem is, we have so much better hypercharges that we probably won't see much of Carl in the next update. Next up, we have Mac. With her hypercharge, she either can get a massive range of her swipe or, a little shield when she gets back to her mecha form, when she's in the other form. So you can actually decide what hypercharge you want to have. And I think that one is pretty bad. Like, the shield is not interesting. It doesn't stay like this. It will lose value over time, just like the gust shield, for example. Yeah, and also the range, like, it does deal more damage, of course, because of the hypercharge. But overall, I'm not sure. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not good either. So yeah, I don't think this hypercharge has to offer too much. Might be good in solo showdown, when you have some teamers, or let's say you are a teamer and you're gonna go for a backstab with Mac. That could hit insanely hard. But yeah, don't think has too much potential. And we get to number 10. That's, in my opinion, Lola's hypercharge, because her clone just gets, a little more HP. Like Jesse's turret, for example, got like, I don't know, 4,000 more HP. With the hypercharge, is kind of unkillable, which is why this is such a great hypercharge. But for Lola, we just have, a tiny bit more HP and more damage. You also cannot have like a second clone or anything. It's basically just some more HP, just some more damage. And I think, with the shield gadget, it might be good. It might have some value, but it won't bring Lola back into the meta. I think she stays forgotten unless she gets a buff. So this is my prediction. I think the clone will still be like easy to kill, and her cycle is so fast that you actually can have your clone always ready, especially against tanks. So, well, maybe I'm underrating it a little bit, but this is my train of thought right now. Then on spot number 9, we have Bo. He can now place 5 mines, and as I heard, you now can stack like 8 mines, if that's correct. So you can have your normal super and your hypercharge super, which is 8 mines. So if I imagine that in Showdown or on a control-based map, like, people always used to run into the mines, especially on lower elos. And now imagine you just have your mines everywhere with Bo. I think that could be quite strong, quite annoying also. And I think that's like the strongest thing about it. First, I ranked this hypercharge worse because I was like, well, it's just 2 more mines. Like, if that's correct, since you can actually stack them with your other mines, it might be not that bad. So on spot number 8 is B. I saw some creators saying that B's hypercharge is like actually not that good. I think it might be a little bit underrated. Like, you have a very long range and you underestimate how broken it is to have 3 guaranteed shots when someone is slowed. You know what I mean? I mean, you cannot auto aim when you slow someone, and he has like max speed, so there are counters to the slow, but it will be still much easier to hit your opponents. And brawlers that don't have any speed boost or whatever, you you will always hit auto aim, which is crazy. Also, by having so much more Bs with your super, you're also going to be even better against tanks now. I think one B is dealing like 250 damage. How many Bs is it? Like, I don't know, maybe even like 20. So if you hit her whole super close range, is that like another, I don't know, 5k damage hit, or let it be 4k, 3k, I don't know. Still, it's a lot of damage, and I think being able to pull that off immediately against tanks or rangers makes it a pretty good hypercharge, so you can use it for quite a lot of situations. I think it makes B definitely a much better brawler. I mean, she was good already. Will it make her meta? We will see. I mean, Gus doesn't have a hypercharge yet. He was in the meta the whole time, so I think maybe B is our next sniper that will make it into the meta. On number 7, we have Mandy. Many people complained about hypercharge. People say that it's like trash, that it's really bad. I don't think that it's this bad. Like, just imagine you're getting engaged by a tank, an assassin, whatsoever, and you can click your hypercharge and deal twice as much damage as before. And it's also way easier to hit because since the super goes into 3 different directions, I think you have like a 180-degree angle to hit someone standing in front of you or jumping on you, literally one-shotting them. So I imagine if you stand in front of a Frank, you will be able to just one-shot this guy and have an instant super again. So I think I didn't want to rank it too high. I think the potential is quite crazy with this brawler. Also, you know, it's a little bit more like the Jean hypercharge, but with the difference that Jean, you know, is literally handicapped with this. But Mandy, you know, she has insane range. You can be lucky and hit more than one super, and if you hit 2 supers, which will be much more easier right now, you will have another super right away. So I honestly think people are underrating this a bit, but yeah, for now I put it on top 7. I think it has potential to be like top 5 easily, but I don't want to over exaggerate, so for now just put it top 7. Top 6 is Grom. I think, you know, it was hard to miss your super with Grom already, but I think obviously now it's even harder, and he was easy to play and they stick to that. Literally can throw your super anywhere and it probably will still hit. You have the X shape first and then the diagonal pattern, and you also can hit opponents twice. So if they're not playing that too smart, they will actually get 2 shots, especially against stacked up opponents. It's gonna be crazy. It will give another knockback. It will break more of the map, but I'm also not sure if you want that with Grom. Nothing much to say about this hypercharge. It's just gonna stand so simple to play. Just throw it, deal a ton of damage, and yeah, I think it will make Grom the best thrower now in the game. Better than Tick hypercharge, better than Sprout hypercharge. I think Grom is full meta now, but we will see. 5th place goes to Buster. I think he could be crazy in Showdown, you know, with the 360 shield. I love that 360 shield. And 3-3, I don't know if it's like that necessary. I mean, you have a way better angle, so I think it's actually fine. But also the fact that you can reflect more damage is crazy. I think you can do nice plays. People will actually kill each other. I think for Showdown it could be also pretty solid. Then we have Sam. He's our number 6. And it's literally what I was talking about. Like, I was hoping for a gadget where Sam could just get his gloves back. I did a short about that, talking about what would make this brawler stronger. We don't have a gadget, but we have a hypercharge that does exactly this. You need to hit an opponent though. So if you're able to just hit an opponent, and it shouldn't be too hard because auto aim with Sam's gloves is pretty strong, you can get it back immediately and deal a ton of damage. I think you can do it like, I don't know, 3 times. Depends if you actually also have a wall, so you shorten the travel distance. You can maybe do it like 5-6 times. Might be pretty broken. I think Sam is going to be a lot more fun right now. Now we're getting to the medals, and the bronze medal, in my opinion, goes to Mr. P because his porters are so fast now. Having more HP, you can place 2 porters. So wow, I actually think Mr. P is getting back to meta with this one. The brawler itself isn't too strong. He won't be playable in solo showdown at this point, but just the fact that you can place 2 porters now, that the things are so much faster. I mean, just imagine knockout. You have to deal with these things every round being so fast, maybe even 2. Like, what is an Ollie, for example, doing against these things? So much HP, you won't get them down. I think this hypercharge is really crazy and one of the most annoying ones. I don't like having a Mr. P meta. I hope we don't see a Mr. P meta, but it looks like that it will actually be a Mr. P MVP meta. God damn it. But I mean, he was forgotten the whole year. Maybe even 2 years. I don't know if he used to be meta in 2023. But yeah. Then the silver medal goes to Chester. He's our second place in this ranking. I think it's just insane. You throw a bomb that deals ton of damage, like 5,000 damage. Then that is not enough. So we get an additional poison going into every direction, like literally another M's hypercharge that you can throw. And it deals way more damage because it's poisoning people. They cannot heal up. It deals a ton of damage for like 6 or 7 taps. And since that is not enough, you have also the slowing area that you can throw. This is literally what people suggest to, you know, improve his slowing super, because no one really plays that. And now you have that with the hypercharge. The throwing slow area thing, it is really crazy. And a guaranteed bomb, by the way, which is like top 2 of the strongest supers for Chester. Actually, I think it is the strongest. So you have the strongest super guaranteed with some 2 additional supers that you can also throw for additional control. So what can I say? Like, you're going to one-shot every single brawler with just 1 super, and you have so much potential for team wipe and controlling a certain area on the map. Like, damn. Okay, final brawler is, of course, who is forgotten. We got Hang. Gang is going to be so back in meta. There was so much stuff that you could have fixed on Hang, so he would be back in meta. Like that he can heal while charging his shot, because it makes him quite unenjoyable or hard to play when you cannot heal up while charging your shot, because you're very vulnerable then, which is also not good for Showdown. You can cancel his main attack too easily. But yeah, let's get back to the hypercharge. We have homing missiles for Hang. So the super was strong already, like you were able to one-shot high HP tanks with that super. And since that is not enough, we got an additional healing with his super. He heals like, I don't know, 5k HP or something. It's a crazy amount of heal. And additionally now, since that is not enough, this super gets homing missiles. You saw it in the Brawl talk all right here. Like, this stuff is going crazy. It's not like Meeple, you know, a little homing missiles. It's literally hunting them down to death. Like, what is that? It goes through the whole map, like the Rico hypercharge, looking for their opponents to kill them. What is that, bro? What is that? I think it will be so easy to cycle like 2 or maybe even 3 supers in the hypercharge form. So just going to hit super, having another super, chaining it back to back to back. I think this bro is going to be absolutely broken. S tier, like, but I don't want to be too fast with that. Let's see if they do like any nerfs to the brawler. This is just the first impression of all the hypercharges. The short ranking was a bit different, but I had some more time now to think about it, so I changed the ranking like this a little bit. So yeah, the ranking is a bit different to the short ranking. So it's your time. Tell me your ranking in the comments. I would really like to know how you feel about these hypercharges. And with that, we come to an end of this video. So if you liked this video, then consider to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't, leave a dislike and tell me what I can improve about my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Your SnakeThug. Peace.